My rhymes flow in eruptions, but don't panic, because the substance is not destructive, it's not volcanic, describing trife living. It's more geyser like what I provide is life-giving. Even though the true location of the fountain resides on the summit at the peak of the mountain, the streams form rivers and the rivers form a lake full of water at the bottom, so you ain't gotta surmount it. If you haven't figured out by now, the reason I decided to take time out to compose the flows and get the rhyme out was to remedy the overabundance of dry mouth. This is for the nomad adventurers, steady looking for a flow that'll quench your thirst. Right here. Desert dwellers, if you're thirsty, drink up the most refreshing flows that I could think of. Calling me underground is a compliment, cause mainstream hip-hop is a document. So I'll use these rhymes to document, to show you how to use vowels and consonants. Calling me underground is a compliment, cause mainstream hip-hop is a document. So I'll use these rhymes to document, to demonstrate the proper use of the alphabet. Fresh. All the fellas, if you're thirsty, drink up. Ladies, if you're thirsty, drink up. Party people, if you're thirsty, drink up. The most refreshing flows that I could think of. Light workers, if you're thirsty, drink up. Indigos, if you're thirsty, drink up. Crystals, if you're thirsty, drink up. The most refreshing flows that I could think of. Calling me underground is a compliment, cause mainstream hip-hop is a document. So I'll use these rhymes to document, show you how to use vowels and consonants. Calling me underground is a compliment, cause mainstream hip-hop is a document. So I'll use these rhymes to document, demonstrate the proper use of the alphabet. Fresh.
Okay, so this is the sign of the master of the second veil, but it's the hidden hand. Okay, it's a particular type of hand sign, and we're dealing with the structure of Freemasonry. One of the points that I have to make is that it's important to note that Freemasonry is only a small part of a larger network of secret societies. I will assert here that there are many secret societies that cross-hatch each other, wherein an initiate may take positions within various secret societies without conflict or contradiction to the overall agenda to which the larger network of secret societies seeks to fulfill. An aspect of this overall agenda has been the degradation of masculinity in general and the degradation of black masculinity in particular.
So who is the larger network?
We'll get into that. Now, part of what I'm getting at here is that many individuals are initiates, they're part of different secret societies. You don't have to be just in one. You can be in many different ones, and they all cross-hatch. And they don't have any conflict with that whatsoever, because ultimately they're all controlled. And we'll look at that network in just a moment. Secret societies operate based upon initiation rites and rituals. These rites and rituals are the means to which new recruits are indoctrinated into supporting the overall agenda of the larger body of secret societies, an agenda in a larger body of secret societies that most initiates are completely unaware of. So a lot of people who are in these secret societies, they don't have no clue. It's just a club that they're in. They feel like they're empowered by being in the club. So here's that network. Again, there are many secret societies that cross-hatch each other. Okay? Let's see, I already read through this. Now, what we're going to get into now is Black Greek secret societies.
Lovely.
The hidden hand also refers to the various secret societies and fraternal orders that have and continue to influence and guide the genre of music that we call hip-hop. And Black Greek secret societies is at the forefront of that agenda. You see that? How many logos we have up here? 9. Most people there are aware of the 4 fraternities and 4 sororities, but they're completely oblivious to the first one and the one that rules them all. You know how you said the Lord of the Rings, the one ring to rule them all? Well, that's what this is right here in the middle, 1904. We're going to get into it. Yes, sir. Here's Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity, 1906, Cornell University, Ithaca, New York. Here's their logo. We're going to come back to these logos in a moment. Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority, 1908 at Howard University, Washington, D.C. Look at the little symbolism here. We're going to get into that in a moment. Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity, 1911, Indiana University, Bloomington, Indiana. Take a look at the logo. Omega Phi Psi Phi Fraternity, 1911 at Howard University. We've seen a lot of Howard Universities, aren't we? Washington, D.C. Freemasonic Affair. Delta Sigma Theta Sorority, 1913, Howard University in Washington, D.C. Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity, 1914, Howard University, Washington, D.C. Are we seeing a pattern? Zeta Phi Beta Sorority, 1920, Howard University, Washington, D.C. Sigma Gamma Rho sorority, 1922, Indianapolis, Indiana. However, it wasn't until 1929 they were incorporated at Butler University. Look at these symbols. We're going to get into the symbol. Now, there's 4 black Greek sororities and 4 black Greek fraternities. We're going to deal with those 4, but then there's another one, and that's the one that we're going to get in ultimately, that was established in 1904. And this is their logo. See that? Sigma Pi Phi, otherwise known as the Boule. Boule, B-O-U-L-E. Right? Before we do this, here's European coat of arms. Take a look at this. Doesn't it look strangely familiar? See these over here? You see, in terms, not exactly like, but in terms of the, if we can use the term, the architecture of the logos. See this? Is this coming out of Africa? No. What is this coming out of? Europe. More specifically, Greece.
Greek letter organization.
Yes. They take the names.
I just don't understand how they got Egyptian.
We're going to get into that in a moment. Now, before we get into the symbolism, I want to get into Illuminati symbolism. Now, when I say Illuminati, it's a general term. Okay, it's much more complex than that, but I'm using Illuminati so most people can understand what I'm getting at. One of the primary Illuminati symbols is the burning torch. Does anyone recognize where this was at?
Yeah, that was just last year.
Yeah, this is Olympics from last year in China. And they got these burning crosses and got these people in a circle. This is a ritual being played out that most people are oblivious to. See these people participating, everyone in the stands, they're all participating. And then you're all at home watching this, you're all participating in a ritual that you have no idea what's going on.
Does that have to do also with glitching?
I'm not sure. I haven't come to any evidence to prove that. But you see the burning torches here? Looks like there's 4 of them. So that's one of the major symbols that we see. You see it? Mm-hmm. What is that symbol? Where do we see that at?
Statue of Liberty.
Statue of Liberty. There it is. There it is again. You see it? Mm-hmm. What is this, by the way? Anyone know? Columbia.
Movie theaters.
Like District of Columbia? Washington, D.C.? Okay? What's this? It's a torch, a burning torch. And does anyone know where this is at?
What's that?
You see in the background, there's a tower back here.
Look like the White Tower?
What's that? No. It's Paris, France. This monument was established above the tunnel where Princess Diana died. So they put their symbol. It's like they're marking their territory. Like, yeah, we did this. Just so y'all know. At least those of y'all who's up on the know in terms of the symbols that we use. Here's the agency department of KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Just kidding. Anyone know what K of C is?
Knights of Columbus.
There's that word again. Knights of Columbus. Agency department. You see the torch in the back? Here's Amoco, which is Standard Oil. And there you have the torch. Rockefeller, yes. This is why. John D. Rockefeller, 1839.
Well, how did you know that before he even went to the next one?
Here's the Golden Torch Awards. And there you have your torch. BBB, what does that stand for? Better Business Bureau. You see the torch in the back? Here it is again, but this one, the way that they do it is a little bit more cryptic. It's harder for us to see it, but you see the flames coming up? That's a torch. Accredited business.
Can I ask you something, G?
We've got to be quick.
What does the torch mean?
It's an Illuminati symbol. So they use the symbol in order to show people who's in control.
So, what does this mean?
That's the pyramid or the all-seeing eye. Here's UCLA, David Griffin School of Medicine. You see the torch in the back?
Yeah.
Now, this is from March 24th, 2008. Greece is in its full wings, Greece, for the Olympic flame lighting ceremony. According to Greek mythology, the sun god Apollo originally lit the Olympic flame to bring brightness and warmth to human beings. Now, do these women up here, do they look like it's a game to them? No, this is serious business. This is a ritual being played out. And they don't take the stuff, this ain't games to them. This is serious. It's a ritual. And they don't play. And then you have the torch. And this brother has no clue. Who designed the Statue of Liberty and its burning torch? Anyone know? French sculptor Frederic Auguste Bartholdi, 1834 to 1904. You guys like to see a picture? You see this? You see that? Where did we see this before? All over the place. Another Illuminati symbol is this one, the lamp of learning. Sometimes they say the lamp of wisdom. It's a lamp, and the idea is that you pour a certain kind of illuminating wisdom into the lamp, which is symbolic of your consciousness, and therefore you become illuminated. Here's one inside of a church with the Pisces. Here's one at the top here for the University of North Texas. Here's one for the U.S. Coast Guard. You see it right here in the middle? Here's ASD, Leadership Academy. There it is again. Oh yes, the National Press Club in Washington, D.C. There's the lamp and there's the owl, which is another Illuminati symbol. Here's the Spring Arbor University in 1873, and you have the lamp. Here's the lamp again. And again, this is the Library Association in Portland, Oregon. You see this all over the place. California State Universities. So even your state, this California State, Long Beach, well, they got this too. Just go show you who's really in charge. So this is the lamp of learning. Now this here is a lamp of learning that was taken off of a Freemasonic website. And if you look carefully, what do you have? The compass in the square.